YouTube? It's your boy Oscino Fly back with another review. And continuing my black sitcom review, I just reviewed Moesha the last time. The next on the list is The Game. Now, most of the people know The Game is a spin-off of Girlfriends. It was about basically trying to balance the football life and being, serving girlfriends or wives to the people of their football life, and basically, try to not get tempted into the game. So growing up, I was not a big fan of The Game. I always found it boring. It was one of my mother's favorite shows. I was a big fan of Girlfriends, but as far as The Game goes, wasn't really one of my best shows, and I think is probably I don't think it was UPN's best shows. It just in my opinion. I know there's a big old fan base for that, but it's just not one of the things that interests me. Which is sad because it had some of my favorite actresses in there, like Wendy Raquel Robinson from Steve Harvey's show, who used to play Regina Greer, and Tia Mowry. I actually do think the Mowry twins are talented actresses. So, seeing them in things is, I always get, anytime I see them in things, I watch it. Let's just say that. So, with that being said, going through this again, do I have the same opinions? No. I'm gonna be honest with you, this was a hard watch. And I don't know if this was catered towards a person like me, but then again, I like Girlfriends. So even though I love my black sitcoms, I still found a hard time just going through this show. Let me just start with the positives, and one of the positives is the production. I think the production is really good, and it falls off the same production of Girlfriends, and their production is really good. Even though I feel like Girlfriends are more sitcom-y, this is more real world type of filming and all that other stuff. I know they stopped going, even though there's canned laughter in there, you can tell it's more or less on the sets now. How most sitcoms are now produced, they're more on the set. So I can see this, being the start of it. Also, the score. I feel like some of the music they put on there, especially some of the more sad scenes, some of the more R&B music that was out at that time, it really did fit the score some of the times, and I feel like the music is really good when you get through it. I love the chemistry, I don't want to say chemistry, but basically the mother-son dialect of Malik and Tasha. Now, Wendy Raquel Robinson is one of my favorite actresses when it comes to TV and sitcoms. I think she does a great job as Tasha Mack. I think she comes off as the most realistic out of all of them. And Jose Sanchez is Malik. He's really funny, but he's also an asshole. And he plays the asshole well in this show. You can tell, he's this young jock that got everything and he's just wanted to spin it. He plays that very well. He has his quips here, and he backs it up on the field, and it shows that he has that attitude and he can back it up. Watching him in there is he's really good a character to watch. Now let's get to the negatives, which is basically everything else. The writing. I really did not like the writing in here. Now that I'm older, I don't like the writing, and one of the reasons why I don't like the writing is because of the push or forced drama for no reason, especially when characters like Derwin and Melanie. Derwin, okay, he comes off as a Bible boy or this good old boy that's just getting into the league and all that other stuff, and it's just he comes off as a church, but he does come off as stupid sometimes or very naive, very, very fucking naive, and it's just annoying, very, very annoying. Melanie, which is, I liked her at first, and then between going from season 1 to season 3, because that's all the seasons you get on Netflix, going to season 1 to season 3, she becomes one of the worst, in my opinion, one of the worst characters on the show. She goes into this supporting girlfriend that's, down for a baby and all that other stuff, to this selfish, arrogant bitch. I don't even like using the word bitch, but that's the only way I can describe it. And when, they go through this breakups and all that, and other bullshit. Derwin ends up getting, spoiler alert, Derwin ends up, getting a baby out of wedlock that's not Melanie. And every time when Derwin and Melanie break up, she hops on another penis. Like, not even bullshitting you. Like, she goes from either when she's in a relationship, she's either berating him about being selfish and I gave her this much for you, and even though he's supporting her going through med school, it's always this part where she gets to be really selfish and in really toxic way. Like, she's selfish in a really fucking toxic way, where it's just to the point where even Derwin says, I feel like you're trying to sabotage our relationship on purpose. That really bothered me watching that, because it's just the fact that she starts becoming supportive and then next thing you know she's just very selfish. The other thing is, yes, when there's an episode where he breaks up with her, they break up with each other, and the next episode, not even 5 minutes in, she's fucking another dude. Not even 5 minutes in, she's fucking another dude. And there was another episode where she was fucking a cable guy who's not even a recurring character. He was just there for that one part, and then he leaves. And even though that was leading to her having her problems, I really didn't like that, because she didn't start off like that. Now all of a sudden she's just dick hopping on every other person. I just really didn't like that part. The other part was the forced, and part of my forced drama thing was Jason and Kelly. I did you kind of like their characters at first, especially Jason, him being a cheapskate. I really like that. Even though he's this famous football star, he's still a cheapskate. He still counts his money, and he's trying to make sure he lives off his means and all that other stuff. Even though Kelly is supportive, she got everything. She's also an alcoholic. You can tell she's they drink wine in every damn episode. So obviously she's just a raging alcoholic. And then all of a sudden they get a divorce, and then she just admits that she was there for the money, but she only married him for the money, but she ended up loving him and having a family with him. I feel like that was unnecessary, and this is what I mean about and this is what I don't like about some of these TV dramas today. I feel like there's a lot of forced, everybody has to have something wrong with them, or forced TV drama. I feel like not everybody, they don't have to be the perfect Cosby Family, and I don't want shows to be like the Cosby. But at the same time, do everybody need to have a fucking serious problem? And it seems like a lot of these shows got these, especially I binge watched All American. One of my problems was it's just too dramatic. Everybody has a fucking problem where one's a druggie, one doesn't get attention, one's just complaining for no reason. And you know what? A lot of that puts into this show too. And it's just really bad. And to me, that's really bad writing, and I feel like it's really cliche in some sort. So it's just one of the things I really don't like. I don't like the fact that Jason, he becomes this controlling motherfucker. He's just you say what I goes on the highway and all that other stuff. I don't like the fact that she just becomes this, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I don't like you, I do like you. It's just, and that's Kelly's whole, from the divorce on to the end of season 3. That's basically her. I love him, I don't love him, I'm selfish, I'm not selfish, I'm an alcoholic, I don't know, maybe I try to do this, yes, no, am I still in love? It's just really tiring. And it's just to me, it's just bad writing. And this is probably a nitpick. The last 2 episodes, spoiler alert, even though I said the production was good, the last 2 episodes, you can tell there's not much quality in there, because I don't know if it's the way the show was produced or Netflix, but it's really shaky. The last 2 episodes are it's noticeably shaky. I know, I guess they used to be on cranes and all that other stuff. I feel like everything was handheld and it was just really shaky, and I guess they was running out of a budget or something like that. But in the last 2 episodes, you could really see the shakiness in the cameras, and it was hurting my eyes. It was getting to a point where it was hurting my eyes, and even though I struggled to watch through those episodes, it really is noticeable, and it really will hurt your eyes if it's just really bad. So with that being said, if you're a fan of this, I don't even know if they're gonna put the rest of the 6 seasons on Netflix, but if you are a fan of this, I guess you can go back and watch this. I don't see the appeal in this show. I probably will never come back to this show ever again. I don't even know if they would put this on. I will continue watching this because I thought it got worse when it went to BET. And that's just my opinion, which is sad because even in the other 6 seasons, they have actors and actresses that I like on there, especially Brandy and Lauren London. It had its run, it had its fans. It's not better. It's not one of the best shows UPN has produced on there, in my opinion. So watch it if you must, if you're a real fan. But anybody else, I stay away from it. And it's just not good. It's just not good. So, but let me know what y'all think. Did y'all enjoy the game when it was on? Who was your favorite characters? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Till then, my name is Oscino and I'm out. Peace.
Fancy ass man wear glove of rings, flying around town in a tub of wings. Found out how to make love to fiends. He mixing that fudge with the drug of dreams. She too teenage to have a drug of choice, but she fuck with that Royce like she love Detroit. She roll.
Pharaoh.